Would you agree in that instance, if what I said was true, if they did say, if you don't identify, we're going to take you out of the car, detain you, and we'll do it that way? Would you agree that was the Fourth Amendment?
I do not think they said that.
Provide your identification right now, or we're going to step out of the car and detain you.
And I'm not going to play what-if games regarding your constitutional rights.
I'm here today at Orange City City Hall in Orange City, Florida. What brings me here is that some months ago, and you can see links in a pinned comment if you've not already seen the video, my Fourth Amendment rights were violated, and I tried to correct the officers before they made the mistake, but their ego would not allow education.
Do you have your license on you?
Did I commit a crime?
We are investigating.
I'm suspected of committing. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Let's not do this.
No, I just want to know what crime.
So either what's going to happen here is you're going to identify yourself, like legally, because you have to.
No, but listen.
This is illegal traffic stop. You also have tinted windows. So provide your identification.
Well, you don't have to be a.
But I'm not doing this back and forth thing, right? So provide your identification right now, or we're going to step out of the car and detain you. It's up to you.
But listen.
No, I'm not listening.
No, I'm gonna give you my ID.
now.
I'm gonna give you my ID.
Okay, let's do it right now.
But it's under the threat of arrest, right?
Okay,
Just to be clear.
that's fine.
I then submitted a complaint to the Orange City Police Department against Officer Shadrack King and now former Officer Kyle Walker. After about a month, I got an email from Chief Wayne Miller exonerating the officers, but in his response, he made no mention of the actual point of the complaint, which was the Fourth Amendment violation, which is very clear to anyone who reviews the video, my viewed video or the body cam footage. I've tried to talk to Wayne Miller. He refuses to speak on camera. He will only speak off camera. After several attempts, I went to Dale Arrington, his supervisor, the city manager. And my main point was that this Fourth Amendment rights violation has not been acknowledged. Now she eventually responded to me via email, and she, too, did not acknowledge the Fourth Amendment rights violation. Like they won't even make mention of it. And again, it's the point of the concern. I emailed her again and said, hey, you still didn't make mention of this. She replied again and still didn't make mention of it. It's like we're in the Twilight Zone. So we're coming here today to try to talk to her in person, see if we can get to the bottom of this. And wait till you see what she's got to say.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I'm just seeing if Miss Arrington was in.
Yeah, hang on just a second. Her assistant's actually out, so I just thought I would double check her schedule.
Oh, okay.
I have.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
I just wrote you an email.
Yeah, I just read it. That's why.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I
just read it. That's why I was. The whole purpose that this is still ongoing for 6 months is because I can't get the acknowledgement of the Fourth Amendment rights violation. And in the email to you too, I didn't get that acknowledgement.
Well, I'm not acknowledging that you had a Fourth Amendment rights violation. I reviewed everything. I didn't feel that your Fourth Amendment rights were violated.
Do you understand what's required to lawfully ID someone under the threat of arrest?
I believe I do, and I don't believe you were under the threat of arrest. So.
Well, it was said you must ID yourself or I will arrest you. I even clarified this is under the threat of arrest, and they said yes.
You clarified it many, many times. I'm sorry I did not hear that yes on it. I just heard okay.
Provide your identification right now, or we're going to step out of the car and detain you.
Like you were going on. So I did review everything. I don't think you had a Fourth Amendment right violation.
So you think? So would you agree I was not obligated to ID myself?
I think I don't know. I didn't really go into that.
Well, what happened was.
But you did.
They said if you don't ID, we're going to pull you out of the car, detain you, and we'll do it that way.
I did not hear they say that.
You didn't hear them say that?
No, I didn't.
Provide your identification right now, or we're going to step out of the car and detain you.
Did you review the body cam
I
footage?
did. I reviewed every body cam footage.
And it's on my video too. Did you review my video?
No, you never gave me your video.
It should be the same. It's just from my perspective. If their body cam,
I'm sorry you didn't give me your video, so I did not review your video.
It's got to be on the body cam too because we recorded the same thing. So
your body cam, I got the body cam footage directly from the police department.
Right.
They did not furnish me with your video.
Would you agree in that instance, if what I said was true, if they did say, if you don't identify, we're going to take you out of the car, detain you, and we'll do it that way, would you agree that was a Fourth Amendment?
I do not think they said that.
Provide your identification right now, or we're just step out of the car and detain you.
No, if they did.
I'm not playing.
But if they did.
Well, what if the sky is pink today? So, you know, I'm not
But
going to go
the color of the
into
sky
what
doesn't have to
ifs.
do with our constitutional rights.
Right, and I'm not going to play what if games regarding your constitutional rights.
Because
so I've reviewed the video.
Because I think you know that's there.
I do not.
Either you didn't review the video or you're lying to me.
I'm not lying to you.
Because what I'm saying is there. Tens of thousands of people have seen it. And this is the reason this continues. And I even asked you the question in the email, the direct question about that. You just like Chief Miller, didn't acknowledge it. That's why this continues, because that has never been acknowledged. No one has ever made reference to that. So I keep going back. I say, why wasn't this referenced? Why was this is the main point? Why is this not referenced?
I think it was referenced in the original response.
Not once.
Did you get the original response?
I sure did, and I gave you a copy of it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I've got exactly what you gave me, and
Right.
you didn't give me a copy.
That was the only response. I didn't give you a copy. You wrote on it, received.
I did.
Right.
That was one thing. Well, did you get
That was the original
IA?
response.
That was his response. Did you
Correct.
get the
That was
backup?
the only response that I got.
Did you ask for the backup information in which he referenced the case number and the investigation?
Right. Show me where that was referenced. Show me where the Fourth Amendment was referenced.
But please know, Matt, I'm not trying to be rude, but I did set up a 2:00 appointment for today.
I understand that, but I've been chasing this,
I'm gonna
right?
go get
and
this
I do
piece
this
of
for a
paper.
reason. I do this for a reason because this, for one, I know how things are going to go when law enforcement agencies investigate themselves. Typically, they find themselves not guilty, and I try to show people how this goes. But we also try to educate people and educate law enforcement on what can and can't be done. What happened there can't be done. It's on video.
I watched the videos, and I do disagree.
Well, then you would have heard them say, if you don't ID, we're
Would
going
you
to
like
pull
me
you
to-
out of the
would you
car
like
and
me to go
identify you
get
that
the
way.
piece of paper?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you're talking about, sure. Show me where they specifically said.
Here.
You know, also, if you want, I can show you that video right now where they say that.
Well, I'm kind of torn in between two people.
Right, yeah.
And I'm doing my best to accommodate you
No,
on a walk-in.
Right.
But I've made an appointment with the gentleman.
Right, I understand that. Yeah,
who's
yeah.
sitting in my office. So this.
Would you be interested to see that video?
Not right now.
No, I mean in general.
Well, sure. Why don't you email it to
Well,
me?
I'll
You've
definitely
got
email you a clip of it.
your
yeah.
email.
I don't know why it wouldn't be in the body
and you
cam, but
can-
yeah.
Well, your video was not in the body
No,
cam.
what I mean, they were recording the same time I was
And why
recording the
don't
same
you
incident.
point out exactly where you think your Fourth Amendment rights were violated?
Well, myself and thousands of people agree, yeah.
Alrighty. So here is what he sent, or what you handed me,
Yes.
right? And it is right here.
Yeah.
Your complaint, or the officer involved is Miller.
All right,
And
that's my narrative.
this is your narrative, and this is what you handed me.
That's my original narrative for the original complaint.
Okay, then,
This is the response. that I
okay,
got,
this is
yeah.
his response. And he says, the incident review, which he reviewed. This
Yes.
is his letter of review.
Right. I thought you were going to show me in there where it mentions the Fourth Amendment.
No, I wasn't.
Right. Show me where that was referenced. Show me where the Fourth Amendment was
But-
referenced.
but
Oh,
you
okay. Yeah, that's
said
what I've been waiting
you,
to see.
You indicated there was no more to this, and I went over there and I read that. So you
okay.
gave me this.
Oh, right, yeah.
but
This is what I gave you. Yep.
This is where they indicated all of the paperwork.
Yes.
was.
My whole point, right, yeah, okay. But my whole point is the Fourth Amendment, my specific things in there that I said have never been addressed, right? This is why Miller won't talk to me. I've asked him several times, hey, what is required to ID somebody in the state of Florida? He won't answer it. Nobody will answer it. That's why I sent that question to you in email and you didn't answer it.
I didn't really realize you were asking me what the law was, but I will get our attorney
Right.
to provide you
That's-
an answer as to what the law is.
I understand what the law is. I'm trying to make sure the police department does.
I think they do.
Because if they do, then that was a rights violation.
I understand that's the point you're trying to make.
Right.
And as of this moment, I respectfully disagree with it.
So,
Okay.
but
But if you want to submit more documentation, you keep saying you've got witness statements and other things as well.
I don't
But
know. I didn't say that. I said I have video. Of the
But
incident.
then in your second email, you said you could provide me other statements, but you didn't. So I think it was in the very beginning of your email.
I'm not
in
sure
which
exactly what you're referring to. I would have to read it. And no, it was
Okay.
just me there. But the
So-
video, the witness, the video.
please-
But just very very briefly. But if that was said, like I said, you're not going to say the sky is pink. But if they said
I'm not
either
going to
ID
say,
or
I'm
because
not going,
because if you say that and you know that's what's on video, you're going to make the department look bad. That's why you won't say it.
no, sir, that's not why I won't
But you
say
know
it.
that if they said, get out right, if you don't ID, we're going to pull you out of the car and detain you, you know that would be a rights violation.
As I said, I did not hear
But-
anyone say.
but if they said that-
if you don't give me your ID, I'm going to pull you out of the car and detain you.
Provide your identification right now, or we're just step out of the car and detain you.
I do not recollect anyone saying
But
that to
if they
you.
said that, would that be a violation?
I don't know. It would depend on the context.
On
wouldn't
that
it?
context, the same context, if that was
I'm
said.
not going to go into
Because you
what ifs.
not
No,
what
sir.
ifs.
No,
This is a government that's a government loophole. Oh, once it gets hot, well, I'm not going to get into what ifs. I'm not going to get into hypotheticals. In that same scenario, if that was done, like you say it wasn't, if you're so confident it wasn't, you know that it would be wrong if that did happen.
Sir, I will only respond to what actually happened and what I saw.
And that's what actually
And
happened.
that is not what I saw. I did not say anyone say, get out of the car, give me your ID,
If
or
you-
I will detain you.
If
Provide your identification right now, or we're just step out of the car and detain you.
If you don't
I
ID,
did
we're going
not
to pull
see
you out of the
that.
car, we're going to detain
I
you,
did not
and we'll do
see-
it that way.
I'm sorry.
Which is exactly what happened.
Well, please send it to me and show me on your video.
And you're saying that was not in the body
I did
cam.
not say anybody say to you,
Hello.
get out of the car or I will detain you. I did not see that. In fact, I think you sat in your car most of the time.
Right, I did, because after that point, I said, okay. If it's under the threat of arrest, I'll ID. I just want to be very clear. This is only under the threat of arrest. Yes.
So you making the statement is what makes it under the threat
No,
of
them
arrest?
making the statement, if you don't ID,
I think
listen.
I'm listening.
If you don't ID, we're going to pull you out of the car and detain you. You need to ID right now. I see you need to de-escalate, right? If I'll ID if it's under the threat of arrest. Do you understand that a detention, by definition, if we take you out and detain you, we are taking your rights, right? Do you understand that's the same as an arrest? The threat of we're going to take you out and take away your freedom, detain you. You're not free to go.
I really don't recollect anyone saying they're going to detain you.
This was the whole point of the entire thing.
I did not do a verbatim transcript. Matt,
Did you
I have
watch the entire
someone-
video?
I did. I watched it numerous times.
Are you going to watch the video? But when
yes,
when
I
you
will
see
go
the
back
video-
and watch it again. But right now,
Okay,
I
just
have
I'm about to
someone in
walk
my
out.
office.
I'm about to walk out. When I send you that
Okay.
video and you see that exactly what I said was said,
and
are you going to
please-
apologize?
I don't know whether I'll apologize. I may say, you're right, I'm wrong, but I don't know if I'm going to apologize.
I
Let
know,
me
I know that
take
you won't,
a
but
look, okay?
this is the whole point of the whole thing going on. Why I'm still here today. Those points that have never been addressed, and it's amazing that you say you didn't see it or hear it, because thousands of other people saw it and heard it. Tens of thousands of other people saw and heard it. So I don't know
Which
how
of
you
the
did.
officers said they were going to take you out and arrest you?
I believe that one was former officer Kyle Walker. But both.
So former officer Kyle Walker stated he was going to arrest you unless you gave him his ID.
If you don't ID right now, we're going to pull you out of the car, detain you, and we'll do it that way.
I really do not recollect that. Truly, I don't.
Okay.
So please,
It's there.
alrighty,
Which is the main point.
email me Point me out the mile
Right,
markers
okay.
on
It's
it,
just,
please.
it's just unfortunate. It's discouraging to me that that is the main point, and you say you don't recollect that. And so I would think if it's the main point of something, you would watch the video and be like, oh, yep, there it is right there. He's right. But you come out of it and say you didn't see it?
Yes, sir,
Come
I do.
on. Come
Sorry.
on. Tens of thousands of people saw it.
Okay, very good.
All right. Well, I'll appreciate you looking at the video, but
I'll do it
watch
one
closely,
more
listen
time.
closely, because it's there.
Okay,
All
very
right.
good.
I'll send you a copy of mine, which it
Okay.
should be the same as the body cam. Right? It should be, because we're both recording
Well,
the
it
same
should
incident.
be,
right.
shouldn't it?
They were standing right there, and
So-
I was right here, so it should be the same.
Different angles do show different things.
Matter of fact, we got the
You know.
body cam too. It is on the body cam.
Okay,
So-
then you
all
can
right.
point it out to me.
I definitely will do it. Check your email. I'll send you that clip.
Thank you.
So obviously some of that with City Manager Dale Arrington was absolutely baffling, as I'm sure most of you will agree. Some of the stuff there, I don't even know what she's talking about, but she claims to have thoroughly reviewed the video and didn't hear what's on the video, which is the main point of the concern. This is going on 6 months now, all because nobody will acknowledge that. And it's my opinion they won't acknowledge that because there's no denying that, because it's on video. And it is a Fourth Amendment rights violation. Everybody who's watched the video knows that. So why is this department and this city the only ones that somehow don't see it? Share your thoughts and stay tuned for more. And in the meantime, check out some of my other videos for non-stop police shenanigans.